Hey everybody, welcome back to the Miser's Guide to Evony. In this real estate video, we are going to be looking at a Keep 35 on, I want to say somewhere around server 1000 or so. This Keep is in the top alliance on the server. They're the top alliance by far, and just browsing around, I'm not going to go to the map because then I gotta, hide a bunch of names and things. This server does look like a NAP server because there's a lot of people unbubbled. I'm not sure if that's because the alliance is just the top and they have no competition, but my guess is it would be a NAP server. If that's something that you like, that's a little stress-free with regard to bubble, then that's probably a good thing for you. Let's take a look at this account. We're going to start over with the troops. It's 615 million power, so it's not going to be a huge account. It is on a fairly new server. Server 1000 is, it goes up to what, like 13 something now? So it's not that old, possibly like maybe a year old. So Keep 35 seems about right for that age. And we do need to check like the generals and all that, see how close it is to get to Keep 36. But let's start with the troops. Go over here to the rally spot. Oh, that's March preset. I didn't want to do that one. Troop details. All right, so there is, I can already tell that the tier 14 archers have been unlocked. So there's still a little bit of unlocking to do in terms of buildings with the ground, cavalry, and siege. We can take a look at the numbers here. So we got a couple 100,000 of each of these. Better numbers over in the 12s. And the layers are 100,000-ish all the way down with, let's see. Yeah. So not a massive amount of troops. You got 10 million troops, which is fine for a growing keep around Keep 35. Let's go take a look at some other stuff. So that's troops. Let's take a look at the generals. Okay, we got Matthias. Okay. Oh, James Conrad is a nice guy to have. Leonidas is great. You got some duty officers. Yeah, you got pretty much all the duty officers. You got George Dewey as the hospital officer. I wonder if he's a hospital officer who's on the wall. Okay, Zachary Taylor, also a good pick here. Some cultivation definitely needs to be done. What I'm seeing here. I don't think it's fully done. I can't check that. Yeah, I do think that there is some growth here for cultivation. Should be a little bit higher. It might also just be because it's level 33. I'm used to seeing much bigger numbers, like 1,500 or so. All right, so we have on the wall general an Achaemenid axe. The refines are not too good. This is a work in progress, obviously. But he does have the gear set up. Okay, you got a piece of choreo on there. That's nice. So we got some civ gear, 2 pieces. Yeah, 2 pieces of civ gear. So we got that 2-piece bonus. Very nice. All right, so there's definitely some potential for the wall general. No dragon is equipped, so Dragon of Thebes is not there. But that's not unusual. Who else can we look at? Specialty is not done. Yeah, it's a Keep 35, so I'm not expecting to see a lot of ascension or to see a lot of specialty, but there is some on the duty officers, which is definitely the right choice here because you get the first star buff. That's great. I was not actually expecting that, so that's really good there. And we got another one here. Okay, let's go down. I want to see if I can spot some of the military generals. So we got the main defense general looked at. Okay. I don't even think I've ever seen this guy. What does he do? Oh yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I just don't see this guy very often. So reduces attack and then enemy ground attack by another 30%. That's quite solid. That must be one of the new guys, because I don't think I've seen him around too much. Let's go down. Okay, Theodora for monster hunting and stuff, and some of the specialties worked out there. So this is probably what they use for boss farming. It's not refined, which is why it's low here. So this could definitely be worked on. And Echemenidae not really the right choice for monster hunting. So I'm wondering what this is being used for. I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, you got the double drop on there. So this is probably meant to be a monster farmer, a boss farmer, but I would definitely change that gear around. Napoleon, he can function just fine for siege. And that's what he's set up for, yeah. So we got a start to refining here, but again, like it's a growing account. It's Keep 35. There's not going to be a huge access to refining stones and gold, so everything that we see is going to be a work in progress. So keep that in mind. This is not a 5-year-old, 4-year-old account that's been built up, and it's not a heavily monetized account. So don't expect it to be top of the top. But for where it's at, it's doing okay. Guan Yu is pretty decent. So we do have some good choices for generals. We've got Tomiris. All right, Alessandra, nice. Okay, Barbarossa, Zhao Yun. So there's a lot of really good premium generals. There's definitely some potential. I mean, this is to get a lot of these generals is several $100 just to get these. So yes, it's not set up in a way that's PvP viable and going to be very overpowered, especially at 600 and something million power. But just looking at, you've already got a couple pieces of Civ gear. I haven't even dipped into that, but you've got a lot of really, really good generals that are just not set up yet. So, yeah, it has potential. Serena, Elise, yeah, there's a lot better generals in here than on my own account, but I'm free to play. Prince Eugene. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, we got some really good generals. That is definitely a high point so far. The just sheer amount of really good generals. You got Ludwig, like you got a lot of the really top 3 generals in each of the categories. So that is really good. I'm impressed with the general selection here. Some of these, yeah, a lot of these are fodder. No need to keep these around, but there's a lot of really good ones in there. All right, that's all the generals. Let's take a look over at equipment because that's what's going to really make or break the account, right? You got tons of generals, and that is awesome, but you can't do much if you don't have the equipment. So I already saw 2 pieces of choreo, and what's going to be interesting here too is because it's Keep 35 and it's a newer account, there's also the possibility that there are scrolls that just haven't been crafted because you need the materials to do so. And on newer accounts, that's a difficult thing to do. So I actually have to go in here and look at the scrolls to see if there are scrolls, just in case, because I don't want to miss that. Okay, yeah, so we got the Plantagenet ring that's not been crafted, but that's 1 extra Civ gear. So we've got 1, 2, and let's look over here at Freedom. No. So we're at 2 so far. Got 3, 4. Oh, there's 1. 5. Six. 7. It's a lot more than I was thinking already. 8. 8 pieces of civilization gear. Now, that is pretty decent, actually, for a growing account at this size. To put this into contrast here, like my own free-to-play account that is 6 years old, civilization gear has been around for the same amount of time, but as a free-to-play player, I've barely managed to get 4 pieces of civ gear. And this person has double with a much newer account. So later, when the generals are built up and you've got that civ gear crafted and it's on generals and it's refined properly, it's going to be effective. So it is promising. It's not there right now. This is definitely a work in progress. There's a lot to do, but that's a good thing because at the same time, if you buy something that's already pre-built, you haven't gone through those, you can call them growing pains, but it's also a learning experience. So you haven't been able to make it your own. This one is kind of like a blank slate, but it has all the tools that you just need to put together. So that, I mean, that personally is more appealing than a just overpowered account that I'd get bored of pretty quick because it's not my own. I like to grow something from the ground up. But that's me. Some of you out there might be interested in this. I don't know. Let's take a look at the art hall, art treasures. Lots of art treasures are done. A couple more to go. Let's see. Yeah, these are hard to do. We can take a look at the Civ treasures. I'm guessing they're all level 1. Yeah, they're level 1. Let's see, how far away are we? Oh, pretty close. Not that bad. Further along than I am. About 200, a little more than 200 probably for most of these. And then you'll get to the level 2. Nice. Okay, let's take a look at dragons. So I'm not expecting much more than just the free-to-play stuff because Wonder's not unlocked and it's not really an All-Stars account. So we're going to see the Fafnir and the Demon, and yeah, doesn't have that one. So we got the 2 dragons. This one, it has a start to it. This one too. What are they set up for? So this one is set up, looks like it's mostly for ranged, but the refines need to be worked on for sure. It's at level 10. The Fafnir seems much newer at level 5. And it is kind of a mix, so the refines need to be worked on there as well. Spirit Beasts, since you'll probably be relying on these, since you don't have all the dragons. So, unlocked, yeah. Quality upgraded on most of them. Some of these definitely need more work, but... Okay. What else can we look at? Let's look at items. Why not? Okay, browse through. How do you got 7 of those? Ooh. Wonder Airship March Effect. Sweet. Okay. Lots of fragments, so that's more Civ gear on the way if you did purchase to get more and complete those. What else? What else pops out? What key is that? Conscription. Oh, great general chest. Okay. Gems. What does this total up to be? Okay, 500,000. Lots of stamina. Okay, so you get a lot of bosses done with that. Gold isn't so high. So that's going to put a limitation on research, but we'll check out research after. Yeah. Oh, with the Godzilla badge, you could have got Godzilla. You're going to have to wait for that to come around again. Okay, let's check out the Blazons. Blazons, where are you at? Level 1s and some level 2s. And there should probably be more. Oh yeah, the capacity is full, so you can probably get a bunch of those up to 5 if they're good blazons. Let's check out the research. So this is a growing account, so I'm not expecting a lot of it to be done, but let's just see if the very important stuff is done and where you'd have to pick up if you purchase this account, where you would have to take this. Okay, a lot of those are done. Defense, okay, the good stuff is there, so I'm guessing the other good stuff, yeah. All right, defense looks good. How about military? Let's start up here. Good, good, good. Everything is done. Yeah. Okay. Research has so far been looking pretty good. Seems that they are wanting to do a lot of server as a server, which is good for an early account. Get that done. Get your wings and all that. So it's not all done, but some of the really important stuff is done. Alliance. Not the priority for the most part, but yeah, the reinforcing is a work in progress. And okay, so there's a lot more to do in there for reinforcing anyway. This is a big one. Yeah, we need to get that done. ASAP. Get that done. Get those in-city attacks and defense done. I mean, it's only a 600 million account, so it's not super defensible, but you still want to get those done because it makes a big difference. Recovery. Yeah, work in progress. And the other really big one, let's take a look. So next to the military, this one is very important as well. And so far, it looks perfect. I mean, there's a couple ones that are not finished, but they're not as important. Yeah, this is not a rallier, and reinforcement capacity isn't going to make a big difference. So as long as the big stuff is done, like this, and obviously the march, these need to get done. These are probably some of the next things that you need to get done for sure, as well as these. But they're quite a well on their way, so it's all right. Because it's keep 35, not really expecting military academy to be done because you don't have it. Dragon Cliff, yeah, you're not going to have any of these because you don't have your wonder. So you need to get that done. You need to get your wonder done. And you're not going to have any of these because they're all-stars. You know, shouldn't it have like a for rent sign or something instead of an actual dragon that you can't use because they're napping? Okay, let's take a look at buildings. So keep 35. This is going to be an important one because it's keep 35. So we want to make sure that everything is where it needs to be so that they can progress with the tier 14s and with keep 36. So keep 35 is done. Let's check out the walls. Walls 35. So you're set up to go there. I believe for keep 36, you're going to need, where are you? The victory column. Okay. So to get this done, you're going to need 2 5.8 million and above power generals at the same time. They have 0. But don't let that fool you because they have 8 pieces of civilization gear. So as soon as you craft those things and slap them on a fully cultivated and starred general, you've got that. So they are completely capable of getting keep 36 without spending any more money. Definitely. It's just going to take some time. Same thing with the Holy Palace. You got Holy Palace at 33, I think I saw, and it needs to get to 35. So it's definitely doable. But the priority here for buildings would be to unlock the tier 14. So we got tier 14 archers already, which is the hardest one to do because you have to do this thing first, the archer towers. Everything else is pretty easy. You got the stables requiring the tavern, and that's at 33. So we'll have to boost that up a little bit. You've got the workshop, and that's at 32. And then you've got the barracks. So a couple more levels. Those will unlock your tier 14. And you will shortly after probably be ready to do your 36. Because by then, hopefully, you'll have crafted your Civ gear as well. All right. What else can we talk about? We could talk about decorations and subs. And I think that's about it. All right, let's take a look at subs first. So we've got Korea, Japan, okay. Purple Japan, nice. The Korea would just be the main subordinate city, so that changes with your culture. But the Purple Japan's very nice. These are green, not too good. Doesn't even matter if they're Korea or whatever. Like, they need to be replaced. Some of the sub-generals are pretty decent. Some are needing to be replaced. But overall, okay. But we need to change those sub-cities out over time. It's a newer server, so you're going to have a lot of opportunities to do so. What else did I say? Decorations. So I saw some cool decorations. Like I want to click it. I want to put this on. Oh, look, you got the Buffalo Vessel March effect. I have like no March effects. And these ones, they're not the ones like this that are temporary. That's a permanent one. Like, you can put that on. That's awesome. I want it. I don't have anything. You've got the Wonder Airship. Those are cool. Why aren't you using them? All right, let's check out the decorations. Okay. Castle of Wonder doesn't have Wonder yet, obviously. We know this, and these are server. That's that's that Arabian-looking one. That's from the event, I believe. So it does have that one. Anything else? No, not there. These are more of the spending kind. Any of these? Not so far. Nope. And these ones you're not going to have because that's like all-star stuff. Decorations. Okay, those are temporary. March effects. Can't move. Thanks, Evony, for being slow. Fireworks, March effect. So we can put that on. You get the fireworks effect. I want to see the ones that I saw there. Like the hot air balloon and stuff. Where are you? Let's see what that looks like. Get from special event, Santa Claus. They've got a lot more in here than I looked at previously. It's been a while since I looked. Holy man, is there ever a lot. Tipsy Squad. Does that mean they're all drunk? I guess the guy's drinking in the chariot. You should use these. Why aren't you using decorations? Okay, that's the Wonder Starship, or Wonder Airship. That's not a starship. Could use that as well, because that's in the inventory. It just needs to be unlocked. I want this. Undead Legions. And they also have the Buffalo Vessel. That looks pretty cool. All right, I didn't see any others. Light effects. So server to server, and the Epic War one that comes once in a while. Wings. Not going to have any wings. We got the Server War, the Monarch Glory. Okay. And dragons. You know, these ones just from leveling up certain dragons. They only have 2 dragons, so none of these are achievable yet until you unlock that Wonder one. Okay, I don't think there's anything more to talk about this account, so I'll just summarize. It's not a high-level account. It's not one with huge troop counts and all that. So those are the minuses for sure. But at the same time, it does have a lot of potential in terms of the quality of generals. The selection of generals is fantastic. And the 8 pieces of Civ gear are really going to help you push that Keep 36, and you'll be able to build some powerful generals out of that with the combination of Aries and Ecumenidae. And oh, that's something I didn't consider too. The reason that the Wall General is built that way is probably because it's a growing account, and to get the Aries, you have to actually unlock a few things. I forgot about that. And so that's probably worth taking a look at. But I'll just finish my summary first. It's somewhere around server 1000. It is the top alliance on the server. I'm not going to go there because then I got to blur it out. But it's around server 1000. And it did seem to be like a nap server to me. So with the exception of like killing event and server to server, you're probably safe to not bubble from what I'm seeing, but I'm not quite sure. You'd have to get details from the actual stellar to get some of those questions answered. So if you're looking to get a foot into the game because maybe you're on a newer server or your account isn't quite as developed, you're going to save a lot by purchasing from another player. And they've already got 8 pieces of gear, lots of generals. That's many, many hundreds of dollars put into it, but it's not a top level account. It's a mid-range, roughly account for the age of this server. Okay, now that last thing that I just pointed out, I want to take a quick look because it is relevant. Let's find your forge. Let's take a look at your Aries because that would explain why you would not be able to craft those items. All right, let's start over here. What am I doing? No, I need to go to the upgrade. Equipment upgrade. There we go. All right. So Aries unlocked there. That's Forge 30. This one requires Wonder level 1. So not able to do that one yet. That's unlocked. Unlocked. King of Generals. That one is not unlocked yet. And everything else seems to be. So there's just a couple Aries, or a couple of the Aries that is not unlocked. This one is going to require getting your Wonder 1. And the King of Generals, in case you don't know what that is, if you go to your Glory, and the other way to find it is going over here. And man, where is this stuff? It's been a while since I looked at that. Wonder Glory. Okay, King of Generals. 6 epic historic generals with 3.5 million power. That's not hard to do. And it probably is, even without crafting, achievable right now just by cultivating some of these generals up. Like Matthias looks like they're fully cultivated. Yeah, 3.8. So you're good to go there. So there's just a couple more that need to be finished. Leonidas needs to be cultivated a little bit more. Slap some gear on there. So you just need to get a few more pieces of gear crafted so that you can bump everybody up to that, and you'll have that unlocked. And that'll be a permanent unlock, and you'll be able to make those Aries pieces as well. All right, I think that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and if you are interested in it, then you can find the contact details in the video description and contact the seller directly, ask any questions, negotiate a price, whatever you want to do. I'll see you in the next video.
Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting the channel. If you liked what you saw, please consider hitting the like button and checking out other videos on the Miser's Guide to Evony. I'll see you in the next video.